Well, hello there, family. You're listening to Fired Up Freedom with Steve Ryan. Fired Up Freedom. All right. Do you ever look for certain services or products and it's just hard to find and you want to know if someone else has used that before? Well, visit my resources page, steveryan.com/resources, steveryan.com/resources. But I'll share with you what freedom is to me. For me, freedom is being able to wake up and do what I love, being able to take my passion and put that into my daily living and not have to worry about, can I pay my bills? Am I going to be able to stay here or stay there? That's freedom to me, not letting other people dictate how my time and my day go. What does freedom mean to you? So if anyone wants to come up and talk about what freedom means to you, that's okay too. If not, I'll just share what freedom means to me, and then we'll close up early. But all right, we got Matt's Menon coming up. All right, and one of the things I'll share this before Matt's goes real quick while he or she is connecting to the stage. For me, okay, one moment. You're up here. For me, to get to the freedom, it takes, and this is just my opinion about it. For me, getting to freedom, it takes like having not only that right mindset, but also having the ability to network with others, having the ability to just, keep moving forward no matter what comes your way. All right. Hey, welcome, Max. How are you today?
Hello. Welcome, everybody. I'm very glad that it's Friday, and here in Germany, I finished my work for the week, so I can relax. And my point for the topic freedom is that I think you need hard times or traumas in your life to build a hard emotional base for all the things that are coming in the future. So I think you just become freedom if you learn to fight and handle hard times. So you understand what I want to say?
Absolutely. So basically what you're saying is having hard times helps you to appreciate good times and helps you to appreciate freedom more. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, for sure. And this whole burnout and mental health thing, it's so negative for the main community, but I think this dark times and burnout, when you are on the level 0, you have the best chance to change your life. And if you then see how the life can change to a better life, it's a magic moment. And I want that people don't be anxious about burnout or depression. I want that people see this as a positive, like a test of life for being a better person in the future.
Absolutely. And, and it's very interesting that that you're bringing this up, because at the end of the day, a lot of times, bad is going to happen. Challenges are going to happen. But how we approach those challenges, that makes all the difference in the world. And a lot of times, like when we're approaching challenges, we have one of two choices. Either one, we take the hard choice, which is, oh my, it's so challenging. It's never going to work. Oh my God, it's just so bad. It's never going to work for me. Or we can take the other way, the other approach, which is, okay, I have this challenge. Let me figure out how to overcome it. And now, once you overcome that challenge, that's helping to contribute to your freedom because number one, now you have experience. Now you can help someone else who's gone through that challenge. Number two, you won't let obstacles hold you back or imprison you. And number three, it's just going to be more wisdom and knowledge under your belt as a result. So a lot of times it's the way we view things. So I'm glad that you brought that up. That was incredible, incredible. Welcome everyone on Clubhouse. Welcome everyone on Twitter Spaces. Welcome everyone on TikTok Live and on the other platforms. Welcome everybody. Right now, today we're just discussing what is freedom to you. I did open up with what some of the ways freedom is for me. Then we just had Matt share. If anyone else wants to share, it's open. Just send a request. If not, we'll rock and roll for a little bit longer and then we'll close up. All right. Welcome y'all on TikTok. Welcome, Lewis, Lizard, J2, the other ones that are in here. Welcome to you. So if you have any questions or you want to give some feedback, I can always read it to everyone else. I'm not going to read that though, because that is a little bit not in alignment. All right, there we go. Hope everyone is having an amazing Friday. Yeah, we've had an awesome week so far. So Matt, while you're up here, so let me ask you this. So what have helped you got to the mindset that you got to in terms of like, you're going to keep moving forward? Was there anything that happened in your life that helped you got to the mindset you have now?
Oh yeah. So I'm 25 years old and so I lost 2 jobs because of drug abusing. So I have a lot of experience with things that it's bad and in the wrong moment it's crashed your whole life. And I was always I always had the opportunity to go to my family or go to the doctor and catch the help of the state. But I'm so glad that I have a big brother that is 3 years older than me. He's incredible. He understands me. He helps me. My family is especially one of the main reasons that I always come back to a point where I can work step for step further in life. Yeah.
Wow.
I think the saddest people or the people with the hardest times, in the end, they are the strongest and the happiness and not everybody, but a lot of them.
Right. That's understandable. So basically, what and this is Matt's talking on the Twitter Spaces side. So basically the main thing that you're saying is that, your family, your network of people around you is what help you get through your hard times. So that's pretty good. And for anyone who, if you're someone who don't have, you feel alone, you don't have, any family or friends around that you feel are supporting you, then one of the things that you can do is take advantage of technology today. You got Twitter Spaces, you have Clubhouse, you have, of course, a lot of you are on TikTok, we have Discord, there's so many outlets of places that you can meet people, and it doesn't have to be forced. If you just interact, if you're hearing someone or seeing someone post something and it resonates with you, leave a comment, send them a message. You never know how it can lead to friendships. A lot of people make friendships online. Imagine all this didn't exist. It would be much, much, much harder, much, much harder. I'm not saying that it's going to be quick and easy, but in comparison to when this technology didn't exist, it really helps us. So you can take your time and actually expand your network. So yeah, that's some great shares. Thank you so much. Oh, I see you have your hand raising it. Hey, Mats.
Yeah. And for me, it was a very big thing to understand that my brain is a supercomputer. I can programming things in my head, and if I have discipline and I go and the next day you don't see the English word for this is you need time. It's a long way, and you need to have discipline, and you need to work. And after a couple of weeks, months, you can really see that it's bringing you to a point where you can build the next step, closing the gap. Do you know the closing the gap example? That your friends around you are developed in different directions. For example, one of my friends goes to a university, one of my friends don't work, one of my friends is addicted to drugs or something, and you always need an eye to closing the gap to the people, to your friends, because if the gap is too big, the people can't understand you. You can't have a positive, not toxic relationship with people who are so much away from your gap. Yeah, that's an experience that I made in my life.
Right. That makes sense. So basically what you're saying for you, you've watched the energy of people around you, and you're making sure that you're navigating if someone's being toxic and keeping grounded people around you who can help you move forward with you know, that motivating energy. So that's a good share there, because sometimes we do get drowned in that. And it's not just people around us, it's also information that we take in. So it could be certain music you're listening to, it could be certain posts you're watching, it could be the news. Like a lot of times what we take in, that can impact us. So being self-aware in itself can lead to freedom, because then you can dictate and choose what you take in and what you don't. That's what I do. Like, for example, when it comes to, like, let's say the news, you know, yes, I'm you know, I want to be aware of if there's any major events going on in the world. I might read it later in the day, or instead of listening to it, I might just skim through it, or maybe a certain type of news, maybe it's financial news, maybe it's this news, or a certain outlet. In other words, like protecting the energy of what's coming in. Or if you do consume something, and let's say you're starting to notice that you feel a certain way, being honest enough with yourself to say, you know what? Okay, I'm going to put this down and I'm going to go to something else, or I'm going to go and do something else. And that gives freedom of the mind, in my opinion, because it doesn't have to impact you. These things do impact your day. It really can. It can put you in a certain mood. So people around you, also the things that you consume, those are a couple of things that does make a difference. You know, for those of you who are watching the live stream right now, we're on Twitter Spaces. We're also on Clubhouse. That's where you're hearing, you just heard Matt's talk. This is where you're hearing other people are able to come up and interact. I can read your comments. You know, if you have any questions, I want to contribute to the conversation. But if it's another type of comment, I'll just do that at the end like I normally do when I close up the rooms, and then I'll go through and read those. But you know, feel free to leave in a comment, you know, anything about what we're talking about. What is freedom to you? You know, or how do you handle being free, or if there's any experiences that you have. Oh, thank you, Seven Pitch. Thank you all. I appreciate you. You know, you can contribute to that. Anyone who's on any other stages, just send up an invite and you're free to come and share your voice too as well. We're probably going to be wrapping up soon unless we have some more shares. I don't believe in holding the rooms and spaces longer than necessary. What we've been doing before now, this week, is I've been coming and I've been, you know, giving information like about the first 20, 30 minutes has been averaging out. And what we talked about earlier, just a recap for those who wasn't here. Monday, we had talked about strategies of getting clarity. Tuesday, we had talked about, God, we just went over this and I should remember this. It's too much information in my head. Oh, Tuesday we talked about mindset to financial freedom. Wednesday we talked about how to create income opportunities. And yesterday we talked about what is a routine, how to develop a routine that works for you. All of those things are in alignment. And the reason why this question was posed today, like, what is freedom to you, is to provoke thought. It wasn't so much for you to have an answer if you don't have an answer, but it was more for, okay, well, what is freedom to me? Like, do you feel free? And if you don't feel free, what do you need to help you feel free? Is it financial freedom? Is it emotional freedom? Is it mental freedom? Like Max just came up and shared how he went through a lot of toxic things, but he have family around and people around who is not toxic, who's helping him to kind of push through life and to keep going forward no matter how many challenges comes his way. And that's like a mindset freedom. That's a mental freedom. For those of you who are searching more for financial freedom, you're going to be more drawn to topics we talk about when it comes to like creating income opportunities, or some of the things next week that we're going to be talking about, how to find opportunities in your industry, or how to expand your brand without burning out. Those type of topics will be more appealing to people who are more about the financial freedom. And then topics like strategies for clarity, things of that nature, that may be more appealing to people who want more of that mindset, mental freedom. And some people may want both. So either way, I'm here for you. This is great. This is awesome. I'm having an amazing time. So, on the TikTok lives, it's been anywhere from like 200 to 400 people. So it's been great. So regardless of how many people are on the spaces or clubhouse rooms, this is still getting out to an audience. Also, this is going to be streaming on other platforms. So when you're up sharing or we're getting information in the room, understand that your message will get out to a lot of people. You know what I mean? So you don't know who you're going to touch or who you're going to help. Like Max just came up and, he got rocked. There we go. Let's bring him back up. Like Max just came up and shared. A lot of people will hear that share. So this is awesome. Fired Up Freedom will be right back after these messages. Do you ever look for certain services or products and it's just hard to find and you want to know if someone else has used that before? Well, visit my resources page, steveryan.com/resources, steveryan.com/resources.
No, I just want to say, everybody who go through rough times, there are better things coming in the future. Trust, hope, that's everything. Absolutely.
That's an awesome share. And a lot of times how we can get to that trust and hope in the future is not only just surrounding yourself with good, surrounding yourself with people who can inspire you. We're also going to be having a day where we talk about mentors and how do you find the right mentors, or how do you know who's a mentor? Maybe you have a mentor that you didn't, recognize, and then you look back and like, wow, that person is a mentor to me. How do you know what information to process? That's going to be a good conversation. I don't think it's going to be a topic next week, but it may be the week after. So, so we'll see then. All right. And then the other thing too is good information as well. There's a ton of information out there. So whether you go on TikTok, YouTube, or in rooms or spaces like this, and it works pretty well. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the Twitter space in the Clubhouse room, but TikTok live, hold on for a moment. I'm going to hang out with you a little bit longer. Thank y'all so much for coming. I've put up the link to the room on, I'm going to change it on the Clubhouse side, or no, the Twitter side first. On Monday, we're going to be talking about, one moment here, let me just post this up. On Monday, we're going to be talking about creating opportunities in your industry. That's going to be a great conversation. And then also, let me see if I can change the pinned link on the Clubhouse side. All right, there we go. Yes. Yep. So, so if that interests you, then feel free to tap it. There we go. All right, so we got it up on the Twitter side, got it up on the Clubhouse side, and of course, for those of you who are watching the live stream, you can go to steveryan.com/spaces, and the links will be updated to reflect on Monday. If you want to come and join in, see, I'm holding up the phone now. You can see the people in the Twitter space. You see on this phone. And see, those are the people. This was Max right here who was just now talking. And if you go to steveryan.com/spaces and you click on the link, it doesn't matter if you join Clubhouse or Twitter, you'll have the opportunity to talk either way. Then you're able to actually come and share yourself and actually be involved and interact in the conversation. But if you want to just listen for a while, that's okay too. And then this will also be streaming out to other platforms as well too. So more people will get to hear your voice and your audience. Hey, what's up, Fuzzy? I see Fuzzy's in here. All right, cool. Well, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day on Twitter Spaces and also on Clubhouse. Take care now. Running from myself at times I can't describe the words I try, the fear.